Sweet. I think we're recording.
Oh, yeah, we are. I see it.
Okay, awesome. Well, what's up, Shepherd Youth? My name is Caleb. That's Kyle, and we are continuing our Getting to Know Devo, which you can find at shepherdyouth.com. So today we're getting to know Kyle. So Kyle, I'm going to ask you a couple of just quick questions, and you just do your best to answer them so we can get to know you a little bit better.
Let's
So
do it.
my first one is just a silly one. What was your favorite TV show as a kid?
I have to say Clone Wars. Star Wars Clone Wars.
Well, Star Wars Clone Wars.
Yeah.
That was like the animated one, right?
Yeah. I mean, it came back out for a seventh season, so I was kind of happy about that.
And I never really got into that one. Like I was expecting like Full House or something. No, you're too.
I
That's
love Full House. Don't.
okay.
I watched the reruns when it was on Nickelodeon in the morning.
Okay. Star Wars Clone Wars. I'll have to check it out. Okay, one more fun one. Would you rather have unlimited international first class tickets for the rest of your life, or never have to pay for food at restaurants ever again?
Never have to pay for food at restaurants again. I mean, like I could go to Ruth's Chris for crying out loud.
I'm so glad you said that. I was afraid. I was afraid you were going to say the other one because give me your logic behind it.
Well, as someone who cooks and loves to eat, I love food. So I can go to In-N-Out whenever I want. I go to Ruth's Chris and get a nice juicy steak for free.
For free. Yeah. Impeccable logic. Also, for any of you who are going to watch this and be like, that's so stupid. You could travel the whole world. No. Think about why Kyle and I are so much smarter than you. You have to eat every single day. You usually eat 3 times a day every single day. Do you know how much money you spend on food in your lifetime? Probably like $1 million throughout your whole life on food. You can travel like once or twice a year on extended trips. So what's going to happen if you're smart like Kyle and I and you pick that one? You're going to save like $1 million in your lifetime. You can travel wherever you want and eat for free every day. So Kyle,
Yeah,
you're a genius, just like
I
me.
know.
I'm not surprised. Okay, more serious questions now. Tell me this. What is your favorite Bible verse?
I have to say Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord, they renew their strength. They
Hmm,
will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint.
that's awesome, man. It's a good verse. Why do you choose that one?
Just like I even now, like in this time of like wondering and like sometimes there's stresses on people, like people who don't have jobs. It's just and like for me, I got a job, but I'm not working because I didn't get trained in time. It's like
Yeah.
I need a hope for something bigger, and to know that once I do hope in the Lord, that things might get easier, but it's it's like there's a hope to it, like it
Yeah,
says. There's a hope to something greater.
that's good, dude. Yeah, God has never let me down. I've thought he has let me down for a second, and then I've realized, oh, he just knew more than I did. So
Yeah,
that's really
shocker.
good. That's really good. Here's a fun one. What would you, if you could talk to your middle school self and give him one piece of advice, what would you say? Just like, hey, dude, here's what you got to do.
Keep your mouth shut
Yeah,
more.
that's
You talk too much. That's what I would say.
okay.
Your mouth gets you in trouble. That's what I would say to my middle school self.
Any specific things you said, or just in general, you just
Well, I mean, just in general, I just talk way too much,
no.
but that's also my personality. But it's just there's times where I just did not need to talk.
That's awesome, dude. I don't know what I would say to myself, middle school. Probably something similar. That's good advice. So any middle schoolers watching, you should listen to that. Easier said than done though, because as a middle
Yeah,
school student, hard to keep your mouth shut.
yeah.
Okay, here's a good one for like what you're going through and what a lot of seniors or even like juniors and seniors are thinking about college decisions. I think you're already where are you going? You're committed.
Sam Ford.
Sam Ford, not Stanford, Sam
No,
Ford, which is in Alabama, right?
Birmingham.
Birmingham,
Yeah.
Alabama. And what advice would you give to somebody who's maybe weighing college options or thinking college or not? Just what helped you make your decision?
So what helped me? My parents said you can go to whatever college you want. So I started looking into colleges that had the majors I wanted, and then I started looking deeper. I was like, all right, what? Because obviously going to a Christian school is very expensive.
Yeah.
So if you can't go to a Christian school, I would say look for if they have good Christian sources on campus, like RUF, Navigators, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And is there a great church near or around the school? So the two schools I was looking at, there's great churches nearby, and they have a good presence on campus. Look, and then you start looking into, okay, like what's the student, like if you love a big school, go to a big school. If you don't like a lot of people, go to a smaller school. If you like teachers who care more about you, I'd say go to a smaller school, because the less kids there are, the more chance you get to know your professors, and the more they talk to the kids. So that's what I would say.
That is very good advice. I'm going to kind of repeat that because I think it's so good. First off, Kyle's saying, make sure you go somewhere that has a good church. Dude, that is such good, because a lot of people are like, oh, I love this college, but they don't do any research into the churches around there. And I would say, if you go visit the church for the weekend. Because if you don't love the church that's right by your college campus, college is a very stressing time on people's faith.
Can I just say something about that? So funny thing, I knew the church around the school before I knew the school.
Yeah.
So I went to the church and I was like, I listened to their sermons on podcasts because I love the church so much.
Yeah.
So
that's really cool. And I think it's really good advice and even if you don't have that, or for the people watching, if you don't have the experience of like, oh, I love Andy Stanley, there's somewhere Stephen Furtick, Rich Wilkerson, if you don't have somebody that you already love, just even if you were like, I love this school, try to visit as many churches around there as you can. And that's because that's really, really good advice. And then also what he said of just personal preference. If you like a bigger school, go there. And if you like a smaller school, what he said about your college professors, if you want college professors to really care about you, go to a smaller school. I from experience, I can say that's good advice. And I like that. You don't need that. But I went to a smaller school and the class sizes were like 30. And that way the professors could really focus in on the kids who cared. So that's great advice for anybody looking for schools. And then my last question for you, Kyle, is just how have you been staying sane or how have you been dealing with this time we're in right now?
So my buddy has a home gym. So I've been working out there every day, doing a little bit of homework and reading, and then playing video games for 4 hours a night.
Dude, is that a good thing? Is that fun for you?
Oh, it's so fun.
Okay. So you're
online with the boys and just play.
You're enjoying it, man. And it's good that you're working out. If any of you that are watching are having a hard time, from Kyle and I, get to a gym, go on a walk.
Find someone who has a gym, because gyms are closed.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Kyle and I are neighbors, so we're going to try to go on a walk, standing 6 feet apart from each other the whole time. So find a friend you can go on a walk with. But Kyle, that's great advice. Man, everything you said was seriously so good. So thank you for letting us interview you, man. And we'll see you soon.
Yep. See you soon. Bye.
All right. Love you, dude.
Love you too. Bye.